The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Colorado's offense will get the football first. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Guys, let's look big picture at Colorado. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Wildcats! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got it behind the line. It's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Lewis to throw. Dances away. He'll pull it down. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's in open space downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
The Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
So Kansas State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight.
Holding. Receive team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said.
Ball is out behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Great place to start for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Johnson looking to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. And here comes the offense on second down. Gives it on the option. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Hayden. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Welch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pressure coming. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. The Buffaloes will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. With the catch, it's Edwards. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll run play action. Throwing right. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Johnson wants to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's running free down the middle. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Johnson. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half. But you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pick up there.
Well, I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Manhattan. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Little Apple.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. And the Wildcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Wildcats! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Lewis to throw. Lets it fly. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Throws toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Looking to buy time. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Miller. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Motion from the wideout. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Johnson looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Getting deep in the third quarter, minute and a half to go here. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the route is on.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Lewis wants to pass. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's go. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Welsh. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, his coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Lewis to throw. Wide open downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Colorado. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Hold it.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. To the ground at the back. Shakes off the defender. At the 45, on his way. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Creates a little space. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Johnson wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Made a defender miss. Touchdown, Wildcats! the pummeling has started.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That's caught. It's Williams.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Caught near the sideline. It's Miller. This guy is doing work on the outside and the sweet toe tap to stay in bounds there.
How about the sweet feet? I mean, it's so hard to know where you're at on the sidelines and have good body control, and you could tell he did. Gets the feet down, secures the catch. That is a nice catch. Nice footwork, young fella.
And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
3rd and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Johnson looking to throw. He's got it on the move. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That last score sort of felt like the finishing touches on a great meal, didn't it, as they get ready to line up for the kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. They took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, you work so hard, and listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season on the field, but they got the win.